Hello, Nasdaq followers, and welcome to an episode of Behind the Bell. I'm your host, Lyanne Alfaro, and joining me today is Laurel. She's president and CEO of Perpetua Resources. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting us.
Can you start by telling us a little bit more about your company's mission, vision, and who it serves?
Yes, Perpetua Resource is an Idaho project where a gold and antimony production is what we'll be mining. Our project is located in an abandoned mining site, and we are committed as a mining company that we will restore the site as we use a modern mining approach to the U.S. in the U.S. and for mining.
And how does your business differentiate from others in the same industry?
I think that our company is different. We have a unique opportunity because we're going to be funding restoration as we mine, but we also have a large, low-cost gold deposit. We have we'll be doing a domestic production of antimony, a critical mineral that is used in green energy and similar areas. We'll also be, like I said earlier, we'll be restoring an area that has been abandoned for over 100 years, mined during the Second World War. And to us, what makes that unique is that we are part of the solution up there. We are part of the solution for the economy, we're part of the solution for the environment, and we get to play a role in this critical mineral domestic mining need in the U.S. today.
Quite an immense project. Could you tell us about how you've seen the industry as a whole change and evolve throughout the years?
Well, as a female working in the mining industry, it has changed over the last few years. Mining has been able to adapt itself because there have been mistakes from the past. Regulatory changes have come into the industry, and we have taken those changes and changed our practices and how we mine and how we look at the environment. But also we know that we need to have a strong environmental and social governance component of our company. And we particularly have really led and taken that to heart. It's what has elevated us in the communities, with our stakeholders in the state, and also with the regulators. So I'm very proud of the work we're doing there in ESG for our company.
And when you look into the future, are there any trends within the industry and for the company that really excite you?
Well, as we know, COVID has really changed the way we look at the supply chain. And we know that as China has been discussing and also cutting off exports of rare earths and critical minerals, it's impacting our supply chain. And this administration has looked and seen that. We see nearly every day another either news story or statement coming out of this administration and out of Congress that we need to be looking at this supply chain. So we think that as our project is moving, it's moving in the right direction. We just recently finished a draft EIS that we got out to the public at the end of last year. We had a strong comment. We had over 10,000 comments, and 80% of those were favorable towards our project. We had just put out earlier this year a very positive feasibility study, and then we're moving towards finalizing our permitting, hopefully by the end of 2021 this year.
That's absolutely incredible progress. So congratulations on that end. And now looking into today and a partnership with Nasdaq, why Nasdaq and what does it mean to your company?
Well, to us, we just can say it in a sentence that says, boy, we're coming home. We've moved our headquarters to Boise, to the U.S., and this listing is helping us recommit to leading the way in American mining here in the U.S. It reflects our next stages as we progress through in the project development and the draft EIS, the comment period, the feasibility study, and Nasdaq as a premier exchange is going to be helping this listing, will allow us to have a greater access to capital, which is going to help our team in the Stibnite Gold Project from permitting, move us right into production.
Incredible. And now for the next generation of people that are looking to get into this mining industry, what advice would you offer to them?
Well, as a female and coming out of the conservation world in my past career, believe me when I say that industry needs this next generation. We need you because it's your future and your children's future that we are beginning to help advance. So we need your creative minds, innovative thinkers, people who can solve problems, people with all backgrounds and experience, people who like to listen and like to sometimes hear things they don't like, but create coalitions and come together and solve problems. So as we look ahead to some of the problems that face us in the US today, it's supply chains, it's how green energy is moving forward and advancing, and that need and how we need to have technology growth, and all of those things domestic mining needs to be a part of, and it is a part of. It provides the solutions for the future. So we need this next generation to step forward and help us with those solutions.
Laurel, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom. And we are so delighted to have Perpetua Resources as a part of the Nasdaq family.
And we're looking forward to be part of this family. Thank you.
Nasdaq followers, that was Laurel Sayer, President and CEO of Perpetua Resources. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, we are signing off.